Hi Sam. How are you today?
I'm good, Alex. Excited to learn a new word.
Great to hear. Today, we're learning the word
Chemie,
Chemie.
What does that mean?
It means chemistry in English. It can refer to the science of substances and their interactions. The most common meaning is in a school subject context. Just be careful, it's a false friend with chemistry as it does not relate to a romantic chemistry.
Good to know. So how do we use
Chemie.
in sentences?
Chemie,
Is a feminine noun, so it's
die Chemie,
the plural form is,
die Chemien,
but it's rare since we often refer to chemistry in a singular context. For example, you might say,
die Chemie ist interessant.
which translates to chemistry is interesting.
And how do you use it in different tenses?
In the present tense, you could say,
Ich mag Chemie.
which means I like chemistry. In the past tense, you'd say,
Ich mochte Chemie.
meaning I liked chemistry. Then in the perfect, it would be,
Ich habe Chemie gemocht.
which translates to I have liked chemistry.
That's interesting. Are there any other forms or uses of this word?
Not really, since
Chemie,
is mostly used as a noun. However, we can think about chemistry-related adjectives. For example,
chemisch,
meaning chemical. The comparative form would be,
chemischer,
and the superlative would be,
am chemischsten.
I see. Where does the word
Chemie.
come from?
Chemie,
has its origins in the Latin word,
chimica,
which itself comes from the Greek word.
chmia,
It originally referred to the art of transmuting metals, which is quite fascinating.
Wow, that's a cool history.
It really is. The word has evolved over time to its current scientific context.
Can we break it down more?
Sure. The root is,
Chemie,
which relates to the science itself. There's no prefix or suffix in this case, but it's interesting because it's derived from ancient practices.
That makes sense. Are there similar words we can learn?
Absolutely. For example, we have
chemisch,
for chemical,
chemiker,
for chemist, and
Chemikalien,
for chemicals. Other examples include
chemische Reaktion,
which means chemical reaction, and
Chemieunterricht.
meaning chemistry class. These all relate to the field of chemistry.
Great. What about some more examples?
Sure. We could also mention
Chemieindustrie.
which means chemical industry, and
Chemiefirma.
meaning chemical company. There's also
Chemieingenieur.
which is chemical engineer, and
Chemielehrer.
meaning chemistry teacher.
That's a lot of useful words.
Now, let's practice using
Chemie.
in some real-life situations. Imagine you're talking to a friend about your favorite subject in school. You could start with
Ich finde Chemie spannend.
which means I find chemistry exciting.
Okay, let me try.
Ich finde Chemie langweilig.
Good try. That means I find chemistry boring. Now, let's say you're at a job interview in a science field. You could say
Ich habe Chemie studiert.
which means I studied chemistry.
Ich habe Chemie gelernt.
Almost. It's better to say
Studiert.
for the academic context.
Got it. What's another situation we could use this word?
Imagine you're talking to a doctor about your allergies. You might say
Ich habe eine chemische Allergie.
which means I have a chemical allergy.
Ich habe eine chemische Allergie.
Perfect. Now, how about if you're explaining your favorite scientist? You could say
Mein Lieblingswissenschaftler ist ein Chemiker.
meaning my favorite scientist is a chemist.
That's useful. Any tips for remembering the gender of
Chemie.
Since
Chemie.
is feminine, you can think of it as being related to the feminine sciences, like biology or physics. The ending often suggests a feminine noun in German.
That's a good hint.
Also, remember that
Chemie.
is used in both formal and informal contexts. You might hear it in schools, universities, or even in professional settings.
What are some common phrases with
Chemie.
You might hear
Chemie ist wichtig.
which means chemistry is important, or
Chemie für Anfänger.
meaning chemistry for beginners. Another common phrase is
Chemie und Biologie.
which means chemistry and biology.
I'll remember those. Any confusing words similar to
Chemie.
Yes, be careful with
Chemie.
and
Chemikalien.
while they are related.
Chemikalien.
Means chemicals, which is broader.
Thanks for the warning.
Now, let's do a quick recall check. What gender is
Chemie.
It's feminine.
correct? What's the past tense of I like chemistry?
Ich mochte Chemie.
Good job. What's one word that means chemist?
Chemiker.
Right again. Can you give me a sentence using
Chemie.
In the context of a school subject.
Chemie ist mein Lieblingsfach.
Perfect. Last question, what does
Chemikalien,
mean?
It means chemicals.
Well done, Sam. Today we've learned a lot about.
Chemie.
Remember, it's a fascinating subject that combines science and everyday life.
Thanks, Alex. I feel much more confident with this word now.
I'm glad to hear that. Keep practicing, and I look forward to our next lesson.